Attorney Kate here, and we're doing a special edition live video in English today with some of our favorite clients, Aaron and Matt.
Hi.
Who are so excited because Aaron just got his green card.
Yes, I just got it.
And he was here to take his happy client picture, which we put on the wall and on Facebook sometimes, and he said, yeah, let's do a video and talk about the process and your experience. And so that's what we're doing. So feel free to put your questions in on the comments. Do it later. You know, as usual, call us with any questions, 512-599-8500, or send a text message, and feel free to share this video. So, Aaron, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I migrated to this country when I was 3, and then when I turned 15, I got DACA. I was a DACA recipient for 5 years, roughly, and then I had a rough turn that I lost a job because I didn't have permanent residency. So that's why my husband Matthew was like, let's get it, and I was really afraid to do it for many, many reasons. The main reason was for my family, for my sake and my safety. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a scary thing to, I mean, you were, with DACA, you're already like, you know, registered in the system, but to like go forward and put yourself out there and like put your family members' information on the application, and that's a question we get a lot, you know. In my experience, I've been doing this work for over 10 years, and I've never seen immigration go after a family member who's been listed on an application. So I do believe that it's safe to, you know, put that information just based on my own experience. But Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about you as the petitioner in the case? What's it like to contemplate starting an application for a green card?
So I did have a couple questions, like if I was going to get in trouble or would it affect me in any way, which it did not. It's just helping my significant other just open up more opportunities for them as well, and also so we can plan our future together. Yeah.
So what, did you have any fears going into it?
I didn't have any fears, but people did try embedding fears, like I'm gonna go to jail because I'm faking it or stuff like that. But I was just like, no, I'm not faking it, so there's nothing really to fear, basically.
I mean, I think that raises a good point, is that, first of all, there's a lot of misinformation about immigration. And so if people talk to their friends and their family members, you're probably going to get bad information. And sometimes it's a very personal and private thing to talk about your status, and you want to be thoughtful about who knows what's going on. And of course, you know, hiring someone to help you and to confide in that person, and an attorney, it's, you know, you can trust that person. And so that's, I mean, obviously from my perspective, I'm an attorney, so I know this, but when people hire us, we hope that they will just ask us their questions and trust us with the answers, because a lot of times your friend and family members aren't gonna know, but they think that they do, you know.
And that's one thing you get a lot in the Waco area, since there's been a lot of fraud with attorneys like not complying with what they do. So it was one of the biggest fears that we had was like, what if we have an attorney and we pay X amount of money and nothing goes through? Right. But then I had a teacher that I had in high school, and she was just like, well, I see her a lot on Facebook, and she checked your reviews, and she's like, she is awesome from what we read. And I contacted you, and it was an amazing experience, I can say. It was very long, but also stressful, but because we didn't know what to expect, and then a lot was that we didn't understand specifically sometimes what they ask when you're getting all your information together. That was the most stressful thing, but once you submit your application and start doing your fingerprints and everything, it goes smoothly.
Yeah, it is burdensome. You know, it's not an easy application, and it's about to get harder with the new public charge rules. And it's like, you know, applying for a mortgage. I mean, they want lots of information about you, and we try to make it as easy as possible on people, but we can't take all the burden of, you know, gathering the documents and stuff like that. Is there that you guys have to people who are thinking about starting the process or they're in the process?
My advice would be have a lot of patience. Any questions or concerns, please call Kate or whoever your attorney is. They will give you the answer, and if not, they will find it. I called many times. When doubts came into my head, I was like, wait, should I even continue? Because there was a point where I wanted to give up my process because I thought I was going to put my mom in danger. Putting her needs and saying, what if something happens to her? Because that's the biggest thing that people think of my family members. They're going to go after them if I put them on my application. Or in my case, I had to ask for a letter. And I was like, I don't want to put her through that. And then I was panicking, and they're like, it's going to be okay, trust me. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. And my mom is fine. Nothing has happened to her. And she's actually going to start her process. So,
how about you? Anything you think you wish you would have known, or that you think people should know about it?
One thing I would say is definitely have patience, because things do change. It's not anything to do with the lawyer's fault. There's one point where we did get physical, and the law did change on us, so we had to wait until we could get the physical again, because they did change the law. So laws do change whenever they want to, basically, and it's just expect for the unexpected.
Yeah. And we try not to have that happen as much as possible, but when Trump's the president, policies are shifting on us, and so I think that's excellent advice. So tell us about now. When did you get your card? What did it feel like?
It's unreal to me still. I still want to cry. I just don't want to do it.
You don't want to cry?
No, I don't want to cry. I've been holding my tears back. And it just kicked in 2 days ago, because I was looking at my green card. I was like, I'm going to go with Kate in 2 days and take this picture. And then I was in my kitchen I started crying, and I was like, I'm not going to cry, because my dad's like, no seas chillón. And I was like, okay. And we made a joke out of it. I'm like, I don't know palero. I'm Tom Dinkelberg. I'm an American now. Hello, how are you?
Tom Dinkelberg.
Yeah. So we made a joke out of it, and now my life has completely changed, because now I have financial aid for college, which is a big help because I do want to further my education. And now it's nothing but traveling forward. So
that sometimes for me, a big part of why I do the work that I do is to bring families together and keep them together. That's my main driver. And so one of my favorite things to see is the pictures of clients when it makes me tear up to talk about, like, when they finally go home, after decades. Sometimes they haven't seen their parents, their immediate family members, and just that reunion that you finally get to do when you have the green card. So
that's gonna happen for me, and hopefully in March. So after 19 years, I get to go back home. Sadly, in this case, my grandma passed away, so I didn't go to her funeral, but it's gonna be hard for me to go back home. But I'm happy to go back home if it makes sense, and I really want to cry now.
It's okay. You can cry. It's okay. It's a cry-friendly zone.
So yeah, it's unreal to me still that I got my green card, and just once I got it, the open doors that I got was, whoa, let me take it easy. I just got it. Let me soak everything in, and you did an amazing job. You put me at ease, which is something that I appreciate from everyone in the office. Like I said before, no matter how dumb I thought my question was, but it was very important to you guys. If I couldn't call you guys, I would text you guys or email you guys. And just this office meant so much to me personally that I recommend you like crazy, and go to Kate, because you do give that warm welcome that I love to feel anywhere I go.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you guys have been such a pleasure. Everyone in the office loves these guys. They're some favorites of ours, and I'm so happy that you got to share your story, and thank you for doing it. Thank you for trusting us with your case. And there you go, Aaron and Matt.
Nice meeting you guys, and please call Kate with any concerns. No matter how dumb you think the question is, it's not dumb. It's just your concern. It might be your safety, or it might be just a general question that people are afraid to ask. Ask her. She gives you a trust that no one will probably ever give you, or you won't ever feel with anyone else. And sorry, I really want to cry. I'll cry after this video. Like I said, thank you so much for everything.
Well, it's true. I mean, one of the things that anyone can count on from us is that we'll be honest with you. And so it isn't always safe for people to go forward or to do something, you know, to file something with immigration. And we'll tell those people that, you know, that it's not advisable at this time, or yes, green light, let's go ahead. And you can trust us to tell you the truth about whether to go forward. And it's totally true what Erin says. We are open to questions of any type through text or calling us or emailing us. So that's great. Well, thanks for doing the video, and thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.